Coverage of tonight's game featuring the East Alton Woodriver Oilers and the Jerseyville Panthers has been sponsored in part by First Mid-America Credit Union, Tom Lane State Farm Insurance, Alton Memorial Hospital, Landmark Realty in Godfrey, King Air Conditioning and Heating, Drake Tire and Auto, St. Peter's True Value Hardware and Rental, River City Auto Sales, Liberty Bank, Roberts Motors, Midwest Members Credit Union, Shelter Insurance Agent Mark Birmingham, Carver's Barbecue, Gino's 140 in Bethalto, Dream Nissan, OSF St. Anthony's, Barrett Heating and Cooling, your local McDonald's restaurants, Smart Choice Auto Sales in Godfrey, Altonized Community Federal Credit Union, Lewis and Clark Community College, American Family Insurance Agent Jessica Erdley, Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, Munganast Alton Toyota, Busey Bank, and by the Simmons Hanley Conroy Law Firm. This has been a presentation of Big Z Radio Sports. Play-by
drummers, so you cannot lean on the fence by the track. It'll be about 10 minutes. Scoot back up against the bleachers, something, but you have to vacate that area so that the drummers and the entire football team can get through there.
Welcome from Jerseyville High School for Week 2 of the 2026 high school football season as the East Alton Wood River Oilers will take on the Jerseyville Panthers here on our Big Z road game of the week. Welcome in from the Barnett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth, Christian Johnson alongside Gary Quigley. And Gary, these two teams have not faced each other very much, but now they're starting this season. They're going to be conference members.
That's right, Christian. Actually, East Alton Wood River and Jerseyville last met. This was the first time they meet since 1996 when both were members of the Mississippi Valley Conference. Jerseyville has won the last 19 meetings, with the Oilers last beating Jersey right here in 1977. So it's been the Oilers can actually break 2 long streaks this night. They can break the 19-game losing streak they have against Jerseyville. And also, the Oilers are currently on a 16-game losing streak.
And the Panthers are coming off their third straight 2-7 season. Their last winning season was in 2018 when they went 5-4.
Yeah, 5-4. They had a good year that year, but last week Jerseyville lost to Jacksonville 34-27, which was was a good, highly contested game. And the Oilers lost at home to Casey Westfield 43-0. And so, speaking to Coach Gary Herron, the Oilers need to get on the offense and start. They need to move the ball. They need to find stability at quarterback, as the Oilers have actually been shut out 9 of their last 10 games. So they need to get on the board first and score early.
One of their biggest issues here is the numbers they have. They only have 35 players rostered, and they are full of underclassmen. They only have 12 upperclassmen, that's juniors and seniors, 12 sophomores, and 14 freshmen. So the biggest thing they're going to need this season is for these underclassmen to step up.
Yeah, the thing about the underclassmen, they got a big sophomore class. A lot of these sophomore kids have played together. They started out playing in the junior football league that's in Wood River. But the senior leadership, Tavis Brown, he's number 1. He's a running back. He's been around for a couple years. He needs to step up and have a good game. And I look for number 30, a freshman, Malik Turner, actually led the team in rushing last week with 36 yards as a freshman.
So those are 2 key players to watch out for tonight. And Wood River is a very run-heavy offense. Their last game, they only had about 6 attempts when they threw the ball. They had 39 rushing yards, 43 receiving yards. And Hancock and Woods were the players of the game. Hancock had about 7 total tackles, 5 solo tackles. And Woods was also another player of the game on the special teams aspect.
But I look for, like I said, special teams is going to be a key part tonight because, I look for this to be actually a pretty competitive game. Both teams are going to keep the ball on the ground, as we said before. Jacksonville last week ran the ball 54 times, and Jerseyville's defense gave up 444 yards rushing. And on the other side, the Oilers gave up 262 yards rushing. So both teams, it's not a pass heavy. You're going to see a lot of runs today. The clock's going to continue to move. And for the Oilers to have a shot at winning this game, I really think the sophomores and underclassmen need to step up. And then, they're going with a 2-quarterback system right now. They need to figure out who's going to be that. Landon Smith's the senior. Then you also got the junior Emerson Root. One of these two needs to step up and say, I'm the man to lead this team. Like I said, whatever's coming on, they've got a 16-game losing streak. So, they're trying to build some momentum to the rest of the year. And as we talked about, they're moving into with the different conference stuff. Take your chances and see what happens.
And they're going to need something big here. They're going to need a big rebuild here. And head coach Gary Herron from Wood River Oilers, he recently said a good start is important. Even if it isn't a win, just having the ability to compete will be good. And you mentioned before last week, they lost their first game of the season, 43-0, was it?
They lost 43-0, but the couple key things on the side, they had a sophomore, Trenton Homer led the team with 11 tackles last week. He's a sophomore. And then Jackson Hancock, number 59, also had 10 tackles. So those were the two key spots. Wood River had a combined 82 yards total offense last week, and they had 39 yards total rushing. So in order for the Oilers to have a chance tonight, they got to get something from their offensive line, which are led by tight end A.J. McLean. They got a tackle Elijah Spratt. He's a senior. They got a sophomore in Colton Kramer at guard. Jordan Renner Brown is their center. They got a experienced senior. He's fought injuries the last few years, and Steven Scroggins at guard. And also another sophomore that we talked about a lot who was actually moving to offensive line tonight. He didn't play offensive line last week, and that's Jackson Hancock, number 59.
And he was originally listed on the roster as number 45. He changed his number to number 59 to reflect that.
I spoke to him before the game, and they said that he played offensive line all week. He's a big, strong kid. I see him at the high school. This kid's there every day at 8 o'clock in the morning working out in the summer. Very, very hard worker. And I talked to him yesterday, and he said, hey, I'm a senior. And he said that he wants to make an impact this year. And basically what he told me, go look on Max Preps. There's a C next to his name because he's the captain. And he said he wanted to prove that tonight why he is the captain of this team.
So two of their players at Jerseyville that Wood River is going to have to watch out for tonight is, of course, Trevor Tucker. He's their running back. He had 100 yards last week against Jacksonville, 3 touchdowns.
3 touchdowns. Like I said, he went for 100 yards rushing last week. Solid player. Look for him. He plays both ways. Trevor Tucker on defense, he plays linebacker. He had 101 tackles last year. He come back last week. He had 12 tackles. So Trevor Tucker's another strong player on defense. And also look out for junior Graham Vandestahl, who had 12 tackles last week. And, this kid's all over the place on defense. So, Jerseyville's looking for some senior leadership. Both of them come in 0-1. This is a winnable game for both of them. One of them's looking to go 1-1 and, take their chances next week.
So one of these two teams will pick up their first win of the season as the Jerseyville Panthers will head to their sideline. They will receive the football first. Wood River will kick off to Jerseyville. We'll be underway here very shortly as 12 minutes are put on the board here from Jerseyville High School. You're listening to the Road Game of the Week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Everybody knows Smart Choice Auto Sales for their great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. But did you know that Smart Choice now offers auto service? That's right. The same ASC certified technician that ensures our vehicles are in top shape before the sale is now available to service your vehicle and keep it rolling down the road. We offer general maintenance, brake repairs, engine checks, suspension repairs, and electrical work. So when your vehicle needs service, make the Smart Choice. Smart Choice Auto Sales in Godfrey. Call for an appointment at 618-466-5900 or online at smartchoiceautos.net.
Panthers. Great job. Fans, we appreciate
We are about underway here from Jerseyville High School. The referees are at midfield discussing. Jerseyville will take the football first here in week 2 of the 2026 high school football season. You're watching the Big Z Road Game of the Week presented by the Simmons Hanley Conroy Law Firm. One of these two teams will pick up their first win of the season, and the other one will go 0-2 heading into week 3.
Yeah, Christian, I think the keys to whatever win tonight is they have got to be able to run the ball, because they're going to run the ball. So somebody's got to step up and be the skilled players that they're looking for. So one of these seniors, it could be a sophomore, it could even be the freshman Malik Turner. Somebody has to step up, get the ball down. They got to put the ball in the end zone, because on Jerseyville, they have 2 or 3 skilled players. You got Andrew Koenig, who last year he had 1,551 yards passing, threw for 11 touchdowns. He also ran for 753 yards and had 9 rushing touchdowns. Last week, he was shut down. He had -3 yards rushing last week. So if they can shut him down tonight, because if he gets outside, he's quick. You can see him run down the sideline. So the keys to victory for Wood River is somebody has to step up, want to put the ball in the end zone, because if Wood River falls behind, they're a young team. They're not used to winning. So if they fall behind, it's going to be hard for them. Their momentum, you got to watch the body language on the Wood River side as the game goes on.
Wood River's also going to need a big performance from their offensive line. As you mentioned before, they utilize a run-heavy offense, so they're really going to need their offensive line here to step up and create those gaps for this offense to succeed.
In a game like this, what you don't understand, you got 2 teams, both, they scored 27 points last week, but Jerseyville only had 189 yards offense. So special teams could play a key part in the game as Wood River kicks off to start the game here.
So Wood River is going to kick off to Jerseyville. That's Andrew Johnson, a captain, back to return at the 10-yard line. The kick is up, and we are underway from Jerseyville. It's going to roll. He's going to scoop it up. He bobbled with it a little bit. He's going to avoid a tackle. And he's taken down near the 35-yard line. So a nice return there from Andrew Johnson. And that's where Jerseyville is going to start their offense.
The tackle on the play there was by sophomore Austin Woods. Well, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in 31 years, you have the Oilers and the Panthers on Friday Night Football.
So Andrew Koenig will be the quarterback for Jerseyville. The captain, he's a senior out of Jerseyville High School. And head coach Adam Hickson mentioned he's a complete package. His offseason was unreal for this kid, and he is poised for a breakout season.
I look for a lot of Koenig and Trevor Tucker early here on the first drive.
So 1st and 10 here on the 36-yard line. He sends a man in motion to start. 2 receivers on each side. Takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw a quick pass right to Andrew Johnson, who returned the opening kickoff, and he's still on his feet at the sideline as he crosses midfield, and he picks up the first down.
Their quick completion out to Andrew Johnson. Koenig was spot on. Once again, you're showing the youth of the Oilers, where they had 2 missed tackles, would have been held short of the first down. Now you get a pickup of about 15, which is enough for a Panther first down.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 right on the 46-yard line. So it looks like they got a 20-yard gain on the play. Takes a snap, hands it right off. That's number 8 for Jerseyville. That was Trevor Tucker, who we mentioned last week had 100 yards and 3 touchdowns against Jacksonville.
Yeah, that nice play there by the Oilers defense. Big hit by number 11. Another player, it's a senior A.J. McClain. Played a little bit last year, battled through some injuries. But in order for the Oilers to have a chance, A.J. McClain has to have a big game at linebacker. And nice play there for a short 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Panthers.
Koenig, in the shotgun. Sends number 22 in motion to start. Shifts him over to the right side. He'll hand it off once again. Looks like that's Trevor Tucker, who makes a big gain there. He got the first down, but we have a flag here on the play. Looks like it was on the tackle, so we'll see what the flag was here.
Yeah, Trevor Tucker, handoff just right off the tackle, had enough for the first down. There is a flag on the play. He was brought down by junior Emerson Root.
So we'll see what the call is here. Looks like we have a face mask on the Oilers. Also, that's something you don't see very often. The referees having their own mics, so the fans are confused.
Here's another thing, Christian, that the Oilers that they have a problem with them being a young, inexperienced team. You can't give up a 15-yard penalty right there in the first quarter like that. So, once again, it's just a face masking call. But I know last week and in the last year, during the 16-game losing streak, the Oilers have made a lot of mistakes over those years. They need to freshen up and get things together here.
So now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers, right on the 19-yard line. So inside the Oiler red zone here. Koenig takes the snap, hands it right off. He moves over to the left side. That's Trevor Tucker once again. He's tripped up at the 10-yard line. Big pickup there from Tucker. And it looks like he was just shy of the first down. So it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and 1.
Yeah, about a 9-yard gain there. Trevor Tucker off the left side, hit and brought down by sophomore Trenton Homer, led the team in tackles last week. But, the Oilers have got to stiffen up here on the defensive line. They got to win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
So it's 2nd down and 1, right on the Oiler 10-yard line here. Panthers march down the field. Now Koenig's going to throw to the right side. He has his man. He dives in the end zone for a Panther touchdown. So Jerseyville opens the scoring with a quick pass from Andrew Koenig. And now Jerseyville has 6 as they line up for the extra point attempt.
Yeah, go out, touchdown pass from Honig to number 22, Brody Short. Not a good start for the Oilers on defense as Jerseyville goes down and scores the first touchdown. They got a 15-yard penalty that enabled them to get down, and now Panthers line up for the extra point.
So Carson Becker, the junior, will kick the extra point. He had one punt inside the 20. That was a 41-yard punt against Jacksonville as he nailed the extra point there. So it's 7-0 Jerseyville as the Oilers will touch the football for the first time tonight. They will start their opening drive here soon. You're listening to the Road Game of the Week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School. Jerseyville opens the scoring with an immediate touchdown on their opening drive. They lead 7-0 over the Oilers. 9:51 left to play here in this first quarter. Travis Brown is back to return for the Oilers. And he's accompanied by Malik Turner. So the kick is up. And it's going to be Turner to field it. He'll start the return here. And he's brought down just shy of the 25-yard line, and that's where the Oilers will start their first possession here in this game.
The freshman Malik Turner on the ball return, hit hard by actually a freshman, number 42, Colton Mueller, on a nice tackle there. The Oilers will start deep in their territory at the their own 24-yard line.
So we'll see who their quarterback is. Emerson Rowe and Landon Smith, both listed at quarterback for the Oilers. Let's see who it is. And it looks like it's going to be Emerson Rowe to start at quarterback for the Oilers. In the shotgun, he's got a running back to his left. He'll hand it off right to him. That's Travis Brown on the carry there. And it looks like he lost a couple yards there. So it's going to be 2nd down and long for the Oilers.
Hand off to Tavis Brown there. He had like 16 yards rushing last week. Big hit there by the Jerseyville defense. Looks to be like a loss of 6 on the play. And the thing with Woodrow, with it being a run-heavy team, they struggle in the second and long position here.
So it's 2nd down and 17 with 9:10 left to play here in this first quarter. Deep in their own territory They are looking for a touchdown here on their opening drive. Jerseyville already accomplished that. They lead 7-0. He takes a snap, hands it right off. Travis Brown almost slipped there. And he's taken down by a couple of Panthers. So we got a couple yards there, about 6. It'll be 3rd down and 11.
It looks like Coach Gary Herron's wanting to get senior Tavis Brown some early carries, getting a chance to break one, but there he was hit first by number 34, junior Quincy Shirley on the tag, and got a gain of 4 on the play. It's going to still be 3rd and long to go here for the Oilers.
So 3rd down and 12 for East Dalton Wood River. About 8:17 left to play in quarter number 1. Still in their own territory. He takes a snap and hands it right off. That's Brown once again. He's tripped up from, looks like his sleeve. That's where he was brought down. So we lost a couple yards once again. It's going to be 4th and long, and it looks like Wood River is going to punt away.
So the Oilers start off with 3 straight handoffs to Tavis Brown. Actually, 2 of those for negative yard, with the 3rd down play there being ended by a big play by number 8, Trevor Tucker of the Panthers.
So it's going to be 4th and long. Wood River will punt away to Jerseyville. And it looks like they're going to be punting from inside their own 20.
I'm sure that's not the start that Coach Gary Herron, the Oilers, wanted to have after, like I said, the Oilers have been shut out in 9 of their last 10 games. So, they want to start strong, and that's definitely not the start he wanted.
So that's Austin Woods, the sophomore. He will punt away for the Oilers, and it looks like we have a delay of game on the offense. Lost track of the play clock there.
That's a problem the Oilers have had over the last 2 years. It's been a few years since the Oilers have had a senior-laden team with all these underclassmen. There's no reason you should be going down there on a punt and have to, take a delay of game, pushing yourself back 5 more yards.
And he mentioned they have a lot of underclassmen. They have 12 sophomores and 14 freshmen, only 12 upperclassmen. And this punt will roll to about the 40. So Jerseyville will start their second drive near midfield inside Wood River territory. 6:58 left to play here in quarter number 1 as Koenig will come back out at quarterback. He had that touchdown pass to start. So Jerseyville looking to extend their lead here. They lead 7-0 over Wood River.
5 yards from the end of the kick, 1st down.
And it looks like a 5-yard penalty at the end of that play there. So it looks like the Panthers are going to be brought back about 5 yards. So lucky break there for the Oilers.
Yeah, after Jerseyville scored on they scored on 6 plays in the first series. The Oilers really need to buckle down here on defense. They need to control the line of scrimmage, and they just cannot be giving up no big plays to leave Jerseyville with our 2nd and 3rd and short.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jerseyville Panthers, right on the Wood River 45-yard line. Koenig in the shotgun, sends a man in motion. He'll toss it right to him. That's number 2, Andrew Johnson, the senior captain. He's still on his feet. He's tripped up inside the 40. So big gain there for Jerseyville, about a couple yards shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, shifty run there by number 2, Andrew Johnson. The Oilers had, like I said, in the backfield, they had him stop in the backfield, a couple of missed tackles. Johnson looks to be a strong runner, keeps his feet moving. Gain of 8 on the play for the Panthers.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 for Jerseyville, right on the Oiler 38-yard line. Takes a snap, hands it right off. He's bottled up there, pushed back. So looks like he didn't get much there on that play. Might have lost a yard, and it looks like he did.
Yeah, nice play there by the senior, number 55, Elijah Spratt. Like I spoke to him yesterday as well, and he said that the key to them winning this game or even being competitive tonight is they needed to control the line of scrimmage. He needed to get off the line fast, and he made a good play there, number 55, Elijah Spratt.
So that was Trevor Tucker on the carry there. He lost a yard for the Panthers. So it's going to be 3rd and 4 for Jerseyville. Oilers need a stop here. He's going to take it himself. Looks like it was a direct snap right to Tucker. And a little bit of pushing and shoving after the play. He got the first down, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, direct snap to Tucker. He's with the athlete he is. He just kind of led behind his blockers and knew he needed 4 yards for a first down. He picked up 6 and enough for a Panther first down.
And last season, he had 64 carries for 377 yards, 4 touchdowns for the running back, the senior running back. Also a captain for the Jerseyville Panthers. 1st and 10 for Jerseyville. Right on the Wood River 30-yard line. Takes a snap. Quick screen pass to the left side. That's Andrew Johnson. He breaks 3 for the end zone. And he's got his first touchdown for the Panthers here in this game. Jerseyville with their 2nd touchdown. They now lead 13-0.
Nice play from Keenan to Johnson, but the key play on that was a tight end. Tight end Brody Short put a nice block, which enabled him to get down the left field sideline. Looks like he stepped out of bounds.
Offense. 10 yards to respond to penalty. Still first down.
So it looks like a hold on the Jerseyville offense. So the touchdown will come back here.
The Oilers catch a break, so maybe that good block I saw, that was probably the holding call.
Yeah. So it's going to be 1st and 15, it looks like. No, it's going to be 1st and 12 for Jerseyville. Koenig has Trevor Tucker in the backfield with him. Drops back, looks to throw. He's going to take it himself. Crosses the line of scrimmage towards the left sideline. Stiff arms a man and steps out of bounds inside the 10. So we got the first down for the Panthers. 4:35 left to go here in this first quarter.
Whether secondary, as Koenig set in the pocket, couldn't find nobody as receivers recovered. And then he decided to take off with the athlete he is. He picked up about 12, 13 yards before being pushed out of bounds by senior Rashawn Duncan.
So now the Panthers are in the Oiler red zone here. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Oiler 11-yard line. Koenig sends a man in motion. He fakes the handoff. And it looks like Tucker got bottled up there, lost a couple yards there. So it's going to be 2nd and long for the Panthers.
Good penetration there by the Oilers. Met first and hit in the backfield by number 51, Steven Scroggins. Steven Scroggins is a kid. He started playing when he was younger, playing as a freshman, but he's had 2 or 3 knee injuries over his year. And I'm glad to see him after playing his senior year after coming back from 2 major injuries through his football career. So big play there by the Oilers as a loss of about 4 on the play.
So it's 2nd down and 15 for Jerseyville. They still lead 7-0 over East Alton Wood River. He takes a snap, drops back, looks to throw. Can't find anybody. Under pressure, and he's going to get sacked by the Oilers. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Yeah, good penetration there again. Good penetration. Hit the backfield sack by number 9, senior Rashawn Duncan. So the Oilers another way. They're controlling the line of scrimmage now. Got the sack there. Brings up a loss of about 3, so it'll be about 3rd. 3rd looks to be about 18 here.
So Rashad Duncan was listed as an outside linebacker, also a kick returner, and a running back for the Oilers. So it's 3rd and 18 as they lost 3 yards on the sack there. Takes a snap, drops back, takes a throw. Under pressure. Plenty of time. Now he's going to loft one into the end zone, and it is caught for a touchdown. Kason Dobson with the catch there, and it's 13-0 Panthers.
Yeah, that was all Koenig there. He had all kinds of pressures. Just stood back in the pocket, beat the rush, touchdown pass. Number 2 there for Andrew Hall.
Great blocking there by the Jerseyville offensive line. He had as you mentioned, he had plenty of time to make that throw there.
Yeah, he had been looking because of 2 previous plays. He got sacked in the play before. The Oilers were starting to get pressure, but it looks like he had a little bit of a breakdown. I think Tavis Brown slipped in the back in order for the receiver to get open for the touchdown catch.
So great job there by Koenig as he traversed the pocket there. And it looks like the touchdown is going to come back once again. So 2 times the Panthers have been stiffed of a touchdown. So it's still 7-0. I didn't catch what
I didn't catch
That
It
was.
looks like it'd be another break for the Oilers here. Let's see if they can capitalize on this as it's 3rd and 18 to go here.
Might have been a penalty there, so it's going to be 3rd down to 24. Sends a man in motion. 2 receivers out to the left. Drops back. Looks to throw. He's going to roll out to the right side. Nothing there. Now he's going to cut back to the left. And he's going to tuck it himself across the line of scrimmage. He heads across the 10. Stiff arms a man just short of the touchdown as he stepped out of bounds. About 3 yards back from the end zone.
Yeah, Christian, as we talked about before the game, Koenig, the athlete he is, he's showing it there. As he went back there, scrambled, had the Oilers secondary off, and then he makes a big run down. Looks to be 4th and short, and the Panthers are going to go for it here.
So about 3 yards back from a touchdown here. As he rolls to the right side, and it is caught for another touchdown. We'll see if this one comes back, but it's 13-0 Panthers at the moment. With 2:38 left to play here in this first quarter.
Koenig once again showed his athleticism, brought back. He's getting all kinds of time. As it looks like right now, the Panthers' offensive line is definitely controlling the line of scrimmage. They got some good size up front, and with 2:33 left here in the first quarter, it's 13-0 Panthers.
So now they're going to count this touchdown here. So the extra point attempt now for the Panthers. That's Carson Becker, who nailed the last extra point attempt, and he nails this one to make it 14-0. So Jerseyville leads 14-0 over the Oilers, as the Oilers will start their second drive of this ball game. 14-0 Jerseyville. You're listening to the Road Game of the Week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Here in Roxana, Illinois, we're proud to be home to the Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, a cornerstone of our local economy for over a century. This refinery isn't just about fuel. It's about jobs, progress, and supporting our community. At Phillips 66, they're committed to being more than just a refinery. They're our neighbor, dedicated to fueling growth and supporting our community every step of the way. Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, fueling our future right here at home.
And we all stand the fight song after the touchdown.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School. The Panthers lead 14-0 over the Oilers as the kick is up. And a great one-handed catch there by Brown. He'll return it for the Oilers. He has an opening right down the middle. So a great return there. What a catch there by Travis Brown. He prevented it from going into the end zone. So a great return there, and that's where the Oilers will start their offense on the 33-yard line.
Actually, positive return. Oilers are, they've been starting a lot of their drives off inside the 20 as they did last week. Last week, like we had talked about before, the Oilers had 82 total yards offense, had 34 yards rushing last week. So this is definitely not the start that Gary Heron wanted to see his offense have. But like I keep saying, one of these quarterbacks has to step up, do something bright, gain a little confidence in yourself. And because what you're going to start to see now is that the Oilers can't get something going on this drive. You're going to start seeing the Oilers' body language. And, that's been happening for a couple of years here in East Alton Wood River.
So the Panthers lead 14-0 over the Oilers as Wood River's looking to get on the board here. As it looks like it's going to be Malik Turner. Looks like he lost a yard there. So it's going to be second down, and looks like no gain on the play is what they called it.
Yeah, freshman Malik Turner saw a lot of time last week. Led the team in rushing last week with 36 yards rushing. So why not? If you got some seniors out there, they're not wanting to step up. Let's see if one of these freshmen or sophomores can step up and make a difference here in this game.
So 2 minutes left to play here in the opening quarter. It's going to be second down and 10 for the Oilers, right on the Oiler 33-yard line. Takes a snap, looks to throw, completes his pass inside the 40. So about a 5-yard gain on the play there. And it's going to be third and medium for the Oilers.
Quarterback completes a pass to number 5, Trenton Homer. He's a sophomore. He actually led the team in receiving last week. He had 3 receptions last week for 30-something yards. I talked to Trenton a lot at school. He's a hard worker. He wants to try to be a leader of this team. But, like I keep saying, somebody has got to step up. Short yardage there brings us up on 3rd and about 5 here for the Oilers.
So just over a minute left to play here in quarter number 1. The Oilers still in their own territory on their own 38-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. Rote. Pass is incomplete. It drops on the ground. Looks like it went off the hands of Duncan.
Yeah, Root's pass intended for Duncan there was incomplete. Almost intercepted by Trevor Tucker. Brings up a 4th down and 5 for the Oilers here.
So it looks like we'll see what they're going to do here. Emerson Rote is over on the Oilers sideline. They might be going for it here on 4th down. It's 4th and 5
here. Looks like, Coach Gary Heron's looks like he's going to take a timeout here and decide what to do here.
So it looks like no timeout's been called yet. 53 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1.
Give it up to the second grade cheerleaders.
Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th down as they take a timeout. The play clock was at 1. So the Oilers' first timeout here in this game. 53 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1. 14-0 Jerseyville. You're listening to the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Get ready to roll with River City Auto Sales in Cottage Hills, Illinois. We've got amazing late model and classic gems all in stock right now. Need financing? We've got you covered with guaranteed approval. And extended warranties are available. Just call 618-259-7852 or swing by 512 West MacArthur Drive in Cottage Hills, Illinois. Check out our inventory online at rivercityautosales.co. Your dream car is waiting. River City Auto Sales. Let's get you driving today.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School. 53 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1 as the Panthers lead 14-0 over the Oilers. They had about 3 touchdowns in their second possession. Only one of them counted.
Yeah, I mean, Oilers, they're having some issues here, with a lot of, underclassmen. They just need to get something going here. They've had 3 straight 3-and-outs for the Oilers.
So it looks like they will punt away here. So it's a low snap. Oh, he's got to take it himself. But he's not able to get the first down. So turnover on downs for East Alton Wood River as Jerseyville will have possession once again with 46 seconds left to play here in quarter number 1 before we flip the field.
Yeah, Chris, that actually looked like a fake play, but it wasn't, they didn't run it very well. So once again, you're seeing the underclassmen of the Oilers. The Oilers, this is not the start that Heron and the Oilers want to have. Traveling down here to Jerseyville. First time they played since 1996. The Oilers got a 19-game losing streak against the Panthers and currently are on a 16-game losing streak overall. So the Oilers need to really have a good stop here. They can't afford to go down 3 touchdowns here early on in the first quarter.
So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. And did you see the Panthers get fooled by that play fake, you think?
Oh, I actually thought he was going to punt it away. So, but
yeah,
the
me
kicker,
too.
I thought he was going to kick it, but he just decided to take off and run. They snuffed it out there and turnover on downs for the Oilers.
But they had some rushers going, so they might not have been fooled too much. Oh, he fumbled the exchange. Who's got it? Big pile at the 35-yard line.
Recovered by the Oilers.
And it looks like Wood River recovered the fumble there off the exchange. They lost it.
Yeah, Christian, looked like a botched snap there. Definitely, good hustle by the Oilers as they went to the ball, recovered it. Definitely what the Oilers need. Now the Oilers need to see if they can just take their time, get through this first quarter down 2 touchdowns, put something together. But really what they need to have, which they didn't have all last week, is they need to have an extended drive where they can start gaining some yards, come off the play action pass, hopefully open up the passing game. But in order for the Oilers to make this game competitive, they have got to run the ball, and that all starts with the offensive line.
So it's 1st and 10 for East Alton Wood River, right on their own 36-yard line. Here's the snap. He'll hand it right off. He'll go right up the middle for a short gain.
Right on the carry, brought down by Quincy to Shirley.
The Oilers trying to establish the run game here. That was just right off tackle, a gain of 2, brought down by DeShirley. He's had a good game here in the first quarter with at least 3 tackles so far.
So that was Travis Brown on the carry there. He got 2 yards. 10 seconds left, and they might just run this clock down here. So Jerseyville leads 14-0 over the East Alton Wood River Oilers after 2 touchdowns and 2 extra point attempts that were good. 14-0 Panthers as we head into quarter number 2. You're listening to the Road Game of the Week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
When seconds matter, yet top-notch care at the Emergency Department of OSF Healthcare St. Anthony's Health Center. With a dedicated team of professionals, we provide prompt, high-quality care tailored to your needs. From minor injuries to life-threatening situations, your well-being is our top priority. Count on us for swift, efficient treatment, ensuring you receive the highest standard of care when you need it most. The team of OSF St. Anthony's Emergency Department is ready to care for you.
It's just been rough going.
7-5. 1-4-7. 7-7-5.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School here at the Barna Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Christian Johnson alongside Gary Quigley as the Panthers lead 14-0 after 2 touchdowns. It's going to be the Oilers to start the football here in this second quarter.
Yeah,
it's
a big stop there by the Oilers defense there towards the end of the first quarter, which enabled them to take their 4th series here. They have got to see if they can get the ball down the field.
2nd and 8. Oh, he lost it. It's recovered by the Panthers. So the Panthers, at the end of the first quarter, they fumbled the football on the exchange. Wood River recovered it, and now Wood River is going to fumble the football, and Jerseyville will take the football right back.
Yeah, so once again, that's where your senior leadership comes in, which the Oilers are lacking right now. They had the momentum. They had a slight bit of momentum there as they recovered the fumble. Very next play, they turn it right back over to the Panthers, 35 yards away from the end zone.
And now great field positioning here for the Panthers. It's going to be 1st and 10 right on the 36-yard line of the Oilers. So Andrew Koenig. And he gets an Oiler to jump.
Offsides on the defense. 5-yard penalty. Push down.
So they'll get a free 5-yard gain here.
Yeah, Koenig with the hard snap. Senior Elijah Pratt jumps off sides. Once again, brings up a short field for the Panthers.
So it's going to be 1st and 5 for Jerseyville after the hard count there. Koenig looks like in a pistol formation here. Drops back, looks to throw. It is complete. It looks like that pass was complete to number 7, Brady Niemeyer, the wide receiver, the senior wide receiver for the Panthers.
Koenig with the short pass to Niemeyer there, just a short out pattern. It looks like they might have actually lost a yard on the play. Brings up about 2nd down and 4 here.
Looks like it's still 2nd down and 5. That's what the scoreboard says here. They'll hand it right off. That is Trevor Tucker to the end zone. And the Panthers will take a 20-0 lead over the Oilers, their 3rd touchdown of this game. And that was on a touchdown run by Trevor Tucker.
Yep, around the right side. Nice lead block there.
So another lucky break for the Oilers. The football gods are really in their favor here in this game.
Because that's a 3rd touchdown called back by the Panthers. So the Oilers catch another break and just try to get some momentum here. The Oilers can't afford to give up another touchdown here early in the second quarter, already trailing 14-0.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 3, it looks like. Right on the 28-yard line of the Oilers. Looks like he's in a T formation here. Andrew Koenig takes the snap, hands it right off. And it looks like they're going to pitch it right out to the left side. That's Trevor Tucker. Take it out of bounds. He's got the 1st down. As the Panthers are now in the Oilers red zone.
Yeah, Koenig on the pitch to Tucker around the left side. Hit first and pushed out of Brown by number 1, Tavis Brown of the Oilers.
So 1st and 10 now for Jerseyville. Now inside the East on Wood River red zone. 11:30 left to play here in this first half. Koenig under center. Takes a snap. He's going to hand it right off. He'll go right up the middle, and he's tripped up. Did he get the first down? Looks like he was short there.
A nice carry there by Tucker right at the middle, brought down by number 4 by one of the sophomores for the Oilers, Jacoby Brown. So right now the Panthers are just playing smash mouth football, just running the ball and just taking it right to the Oilers' defensive line.
So now it's 1st and goal for Jerseyville. They did get the first down there. Koenig takes it himself and is blown dead. So now the second time the Panthers have been offsides here, as Koenig was looking to take it himself, tuck it and run to the end zone.
Yeah, number 9, Rashawn Duncan, was in there, almost had the sack, but he was in there pretty fast because he was called offsides.
So about 7 yards out from a touchdown here. It would be their third touchdown of the game, since their last one got taken back. So 1st and goal for the Panthers. Koenig takes it himself. Looks like it's a direct snap to Trevor Tucker, who heads into the end zone right up the middle for another Jerseyville touchdown.
Yeah, Trevor he takes it in. Like the Panthers have had 3 touchdowns called back. They got 3 touchdowns on the board. So right now they're making it look relatively easy. Really, Jerseyville has 3 touchdowns. They don't have no big plays. They're just controlling the line of scrimmage, running the ball, and having some short passes. And it's proven to be very successful right now.
So now the extra point attempt here from Carson Becker. He's nailed the last 2. And it's good. So 21-0 now. Jerseyville with a huge lead over the Oilers. 10:41 left to play here in this first half. It's 21-0 Jerseyville. You're watching the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
If you are a retired individual looking to supplement your fixed income, McDonald's has the flexibility and hours to help you out. Easy to apply. Online at mcdonalds.com/careers. Text McJobs to 242424. Or apply in person at your nearest McDonald's in Alton, Bethalto, Godfrey, Hamel, or Edwardsville. Owned by Dick and Susan Bold of Bold Enterprises. Join their Mick family today.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School. You're watching the Big Z Road Game of the Week presented by the Simmons Hanley Conroy Law Firm. So about 10:41 left to play here in this first half. Jerseyville added another touchdown to the board. They lead 21-0. They will kick off to Wood River, who's looking to get on the board here. And it looks like he dropped it in the end zone. And he's going to pick it up and return it. It's like only about a 10-yard return, and now a flag is thrown at the 30-yard line. We'll see what the penalty is.
Jacoby Jordan, they're not a wise decision. He should have just let the ball roll into the end zone. As he did, he takes it. He's snapped there at the 10-yard line. And once again, it looks like the Oilers will be starting deep in their territory.
It looks like the Jerseyville coach on the sideline, that is Adam Hickson, not happy about that call there. So it's 1st and 10 for the Oilers. So it looks like the penalty was on the Oilers. So now they'll bring it half the distance to the goal here.
Yeah, it looks like the Oilers are going to start deep in their territory on their own 5-yard line. You know, they've had the ball 3 times, had 3 and outs. You know, haven't got a first down yet. They're just having a hard time moving the ball. And as the Oiler player, you got to show Oiler pride now. You know, keep your head hung up. I know we've had some difficult seasons here, but as an Oiler player, you got a lot of underclassmen on the team. You know, these seniors need to, step up, show these underclassmen we're there for you. Go out there and play for pride right now, guys.
And it seems like this Oiler team is struggling getting out of their own territory here. So 1st and 10 right on their own 5-yard line. 10:34 left to play here in this first half. It's a low snap. He'll hand it off right at the middle. He's pushed back into the end zone. And it looks like the Panthers thought they had a safety there.
Yeah, Peyton Grindstaff, good momentum up the middle. Hits him. Looks like to be a loss of a couple in the play. Oilers are deep in their territory from their own 2-yard line.
So they have to avoid a safety here. 10:27 left to play here in this first half.
Right now, you got to have A.J. McClain, Elijah Spratt, Colton Kramer, Jackson Renner Brown, Steve Scroggins, and Jackson Hancock. These guys got to step up on the offensive line and get something going. Open up the running lanes for these guys.
So they'll send in a blitz here. Gets it out of the end zone, right to number 5. That's Trenton Homer on the short game there. So it looks like they're back at the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 11, it looks like. So just a yard short of the original line of scrimmage. So a big 3rd down here for the Oilers.
As they take them from the 5-yard line, you're looking to get that first down, get some momentum going here on offense. But you don't want to stop back. You don't want to get the ball right back to Jerseyville here, already trailing 21-0, with still over 9 minutes to play here in the first half.
Plus, it would give Jerseyville great field position here. They are back on their own 5-yard line. So 3rd and 11. It's a low snap. Rolls into the end zone to the right side. Lofts one up. It is incomplete as it went into the Oilers sideline. And we'll see what they do here on 4th down. Looks like they're going to punt away.
Yeah, Emerson rolls out. That's the first time the Oilers have attempted to go deep. Even though it was unsuccessful, at least they attempted to go for a 10 or 12-yard play. Now it looks like they're going to be kicking from their end zone. And the last time they went for the fake punt and it didn't go so well. So it looks like Jerseyville is going to have good field position here.
Looks like Andrew Johnson is going to be back to return. He is near the 35-yard line, closer to the 40. So the punt is up. And it's going to roll right to him. He plays it on the hop, moves into the left side, and he is taken out of bounds there inside the 30. So right on the 25-yard line for the Oilers. Deep into Wood River territory here. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Jerseyville, looking to add another touchdown on the board here. 9:09 left to play.
The Panthers have scored 3 touchdowns here in the first half, and they haven't really had no big plays, just short passes, just running off the tackle. Oilers have missed a few tackles here. Had a few penalties, but for the most part, Jerseyville is just taking it to them on the offensive line right now.
So it'll be 1st and 10 right on the 25-yard line of the Oilers. Jerseyville with a 21-0 lead over East Alton Wood River. Koenig takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Quick pass out to the left side. That's number 18 for the Panthers. He's still on his feet, tripped up, dives for the end zone. He breaks the plane for the 4th touchdown for the Panthers. That was Kason Dobson who got the touchdown there. That 25-yard touchdown run, and the Panthers lead 27-0.
Yeah, Koenig with just a little screen pass to Dobson. Good blocking by the tight end. Good run, good play overall. Basically right now, the difference in the score is 27-0. Jersey's definitely executing on offense where the Oilers are struggling to move the ball.
Extra point attempt once again for the Panthers. That's Carson Becker, who has nailed the last 3 extra point attempts. Let's see what he does here. And he nails that one. So it's a 28-0 Jerseyville lead with 8:59 left to play here in this first half. You're watching the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Tired of feeling like just another number at your bank? At First Mid-America Credit Union, we're all about people like you. Whether you're saving for something special, buying a home, or just need smarter banking options, we've got your back with great rates and easy online tools. Plus, our team is here to help you all the way. Check us out at firstmidamerica.org. That's firstmidamerica.org. First Mid-America Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Back here from the Barna Heating and Cooling broadcast booth here at Jerseyville High School. The Panthers lead 28-0 over the East Alton Wood River Oilers. They will kick off to East Alton once again here. So Wood River looking to get on the board here with 8:59 left to play here in this first half. So the kick is up. And it looks like it's going to go to the end zone for a touchback. So the Oilers will start at their own 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
Yeah, right now the Oilers need to put something together here. You know, Jerseyville scored in their first 4 drives. You know, Oilers haven't had a first down yet. You know, trying to keep the ball on the ground. They're trying to run the ball a little bit as well. You know, they can't get the passing game going. So I know Coach Gary Heron over there is just trying to get through this. You know, try to keep his players motivated and to see what we can get going here on this 5th drive for the Oilers.
So it'll be 1st and 10 here inside their own territory. After the touchback, they're at their own 20-yard line.
It looks like Coach Gary Heron still sticking with, as he went with 2 quarterbacks last week. So far, it's been all Emerson Root here, the junior, trying to get something going here for the Oilers offense.
Landon Smith is the other quarterback. He's a senior for the Oilers. He'll hand it right off. So he tries to break for the right side. He lost a couple yards there. It's like a big loss there. Lost about 6 yards. So
yeah,
it's
Hayden
going to be
McGowan had a
second and
good.
long.
He shot the gap there, got the Brown. You know, lost about 5 in the play. You know, right now it's just a battle at the line of scrimmage where, you know, basically the Jerseyville defensive line is just manhandling the Oilers offensive line right now. Oilers can't get nothing going on offense.
So the Panthers have done a really great job here keeping the Oilers inside their own territory throughout this entire game. So it's 2nd down and 16 on their own 14-yard line. He sends a man in motion, takes a snap. He's going to take it himself. It's like he got across the line of scrimmage there. Might have got a yard there. So it's going to be 3rd and 15 for the Oilers and another 3rd and long situation here for this Wood River offense.
Yeah, quarterback draw there. Like I said, with this being the Oilers' 5th possession, you know, it seems like out of all 5 possessions, they've been 3rd and 10 or 11. So right now they're having a hard time gaining any kind of yards. So, you know, 3rd and 15, let's see what they got lined up in their playbook for this play.
They need something big here. Otherwise, they're going to give Jerseyville at least decent field positioning once again. 7:30 left to play in this first half and ticking. He takes a snap and he'll hand it right off. Couldn't get much there. And it's 4th down once again for East Alton Wood River.
Yeah, hand off to Tavis Brown, met immediately in the backfield by number 47, Colton Mueller. And once again, the Oilers will be 4th and long. And it looks like they'll be giving the Panthers a good field position again as they will get the ball for the 5th time of the night.
So it looks like that's number 34, Quincy DeShirlia, back to return. Although looks like going to be swapped out. That's going to be Maddox Vanistal, the senior for the Jerseyville Panthers. He's back to return. He crosses the 40 at the 30, still on his feet along the Panther sideline. He hits the pylon for a touchdown. Looks like that was Trevor Tucker on the return there. If I got that correct there. So 34-0 Panthers lead after they just scored a touchdown off the punt return there.
Your number 2, Andrew Johnson, took the short punt return, took it down the sideline, basically outran all the defenders and got to the end zone. 34-0, still here in the first half. So right now the Oilers are just looking for anything positive if it comes on offense, defense, special teams. You know, they just need something positive to go their way right now.
So that was Andrew Johnson, the captain for the Panthers, who got that touchdown there off that punt return. And the refs now discussing at the 30-yard line. We're not sure what's going on here.
We've already had 3 touchdowns overturned. I don't think I've ever seen 4 touchdowns called back in the first half of a football game. So it looks like the Oilers may be re-kicking here.
Holding, receiving team. 10-yard penalty for start a foul. First down.
So now a first down for the Panthers. It'll be 1st and 10 for Jerseyville. So right on the 45-yard line. So the touchdown once again taken back. You said you never seen it happen 4 times in a game.
Once again, the Panthers has had good field position all game. Looks like they'll once again be starting in Oiler territory here, leading 28-0, 6:32 left in the first half. Right now, the Oilers got to step up and, get a stop here on defense, get the ball back, maybe see if you can get 6 points before the end of the first half here.
Man, you have to say the Oilers have had a lot of breaks here in the Jerseyville. Not very many breaks.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there's been several. I've never seen 4 touchdowns called back in the first half of a high school football game.
So it's 28-0 after that touchdown got taken back. And a handoff right up the middle there. Looks like he got about 5 yards.
Yeah, Trevor Tucker, they're just running straight up the middle. Gain of 5 on the play, brought down by number 55, senior Elijah Spratt.
He had 1 carry for 100 yards against Jacksonville. He had 3 touchdowns for the Panthers.
Defensive coach Kyle Heron over there screaming at his defense, we need a stop here. Let's get a stop here and see if we can get a stop here. It's 2nd down. Let's see if we can get a little bit of pressure here on defense.
2nd and 5. Quick. Looks like he's going to air this one out. Wide open. Oh, we dropped it. It's incomplete. So it's going to ring up 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Keenan back had a little bit of pressure, threw a beautiful ball just right in and out of the arms of Johnson. Wide open back there.
And he would have been open to waltz right in for the touchdown. But it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Panthers at the Oiler 40-yard line. Looks like that was the first deep ball we've seen all day here.
Yes, first time they've done everything short. They've ran the ball. They've had short screen passes, but everything has went there well right now. I mean, that should have been caught in for a touchdown, but the receiver just got behind it and dropped it.
Koenig's got that good arm there. Looks like he's going to take it himself. He'll pitch it back. He's got an opening here. He is in the clear for another Panther touchdown. That's Trevor Tucker once again. The captain picks up another touchdown here for the Panthers.
Yeah, here in the first half, it's 34-0. It's been all Koenig and Tucker. We talked about them before the game. They was the 2 key returners, both very athletic, being juniors last year. They've had 3 consecutive 2-7 seasons. Looking for their first win of the year. Things are going well. Jersey trying to go 1-1 as they travel to Centralia next week to try to get their 2nd win of the season.
5:34 left to play here in this first half. So this touchdown will not be taken away from the Panthers. Had a lot of those tonight. Carson Becker lined up for the extra point attempt, and it is good to make it 35-0 Jerseyville. 5:34 left to play here in this first half. It's a 35-0 Jerseyville lead. You're listening to the Road Game of the Week and watching here at the Big Z Sports Network.
Hey, Bill, where you been all day?
Driving all over town. I must have gone to 6 stores before I finally found the tool I needed. What a waste of a Saturday.
Oh, that's a shame. I found what I needed this morning without even leaving my easy chair.
Well, how did you pull that off?
I just logged on to stpetershardware.com. They get a convenient online store, found just what I needed, made my purchase, and they delivered it right to my front door. Hey, where you going, Bill?
stpetershardware.com. I've got some shopping to do.
Find just what you need from the comfort of home at stpetershardware.com.
Yeah,
I got heating, I got cooling, I got parents who could ask for anything more.
For over 125 years, Barrett Heating and Cooling has been the trusted choice for families in the Riverbend area. Our commitment to quality products and guaranteed service is unmatched. We take our job seriously because we value the trust you place in us. Join our family of satisfied customers today. Call 618-465-3731 or visit barrettheating.com.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School. It's 35-0 Jerseyville. They have the lead over the Oilers. And you didn't hear it because we were in commercial break, but at the end of the play, there was unnecessary roughness on both teams. So it might have been some pushing and shoving after the play. They both offset. So the Panthers will kick off to the Oilers once again. And it's going to be fielded on their own 5-yard line. And he's taken down at the 20-yard line. That looks like Malik Turner on the return there for the Oilers. So it'll be 1st and 10 right on their own 20-yard line.
Yeah, good pursuit there. Number 42, Colton Mueller, brought down the freshman there. So, like I said, tough start for the Oilers as they trail 35-0, still with 5 minutes and some change left here in the first half. And, what do you tell the kids now? Just go out there and play. But, we got to have some positive results here on this drive.
So that was Colton Mueller on the return there. I apologize. I said it was Malik Turner. So it'll be 1st and 10 on their own 20-yard line. That looks like that's where they're gonna spot it. Can't find my words. So Emerson Rutt still in this game here. It's a low snap, and he's gonna drop down to avoid a sack. So they lost a couple yards there. Looks like about 4. It'll be 2nd and 14.
So once again, this is the Oilers' 6th or 7th drive. They've been 3 and out. And I think they probably have under 20 yards total offense here in the first half. And once again, you're starting out, on a botched snap on the first down. You're starting 2nd and long.
5 minutes left to play here in this first half. It's 2nd down and 14 for the Oilers, right on their own 17-yard line now. They're looking to at least get on the board here as they head to halftime. Emerson Rutt in at quarterback. Takes a snap, drops back. It looks like he's going to throw right over the middle. It's incomplete. He was looking for Malik Turner on that one.
Yeah, Rutt, the junior, looking for the freshman, number 30, Malik Turner. He just had, good push there by the Jerseyville defense, and Rutt just had no time to throw, had to throw it away. Brings up 3rd down and long, pretty much where the Oilers have been all night on offense. Unable to move the ball, unable to get anything going on offense.
So they need a big 3rd down conversion here. Haven't had much success on these 3rd and long situations. So let's see what they do here.
Yeah, because when you're having problem on offense, you're having trouble moving the ball at all, and when you're consistently 3rd and long, it's hard to get the first down.
So it's a low snap, rolls out to the right side. Looks like he's going to take himself, and he is brought down at the 20. And so that's going to bring up 4th down for the Oilers.
Yeah, right around the right side, gain of about 2 yards, going to bring up 4th down and 11. Brought down by number 71, Hayden McGowan, a senior, 6'1", 230 pound, good pursuit, and was able to push Rutt out of bounds.
So 4:07 left to play here in this first half. It is now 4th and 11. Let's see what they do here. Looks like they might punt away here. We'll see how they line up.
So once again, another drive that has been stalled for the Oilers deep in Jerseyville territory. Looks like they're just going to take a timeout here. And the Oilers haven't been across midfield yet, so Coach Gary Herron's going to take a timeout. They'll try to draw up a play. They're probably going to punt it away and just hopefully they can have a good stand on defense and keep the Panthers out of the end zone before we reach the first half.
So the Oilers use up their 2nd timeout with 3:45 left to play here in this first half. It's 35-0 Jerseyville. They have the lead over East on Wood River. You're watching the Road Game of the Week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Since 1942, the Riverbend community has loved the delicious food served at Gino's 140 in Bethalto. Now, you can enjoy the same great flavors from the comfort of your own home. Gino's is known for their mouth-watering steaks, famous stromboli, and fried chicken. Plus, with a flat fee of just $5 and up to 7.5 miles with a minimum order of $25, you can enjoy your favorite dishes without breaking the bank. Don't wait any longer. Order now and enjoy a hassle-free meal at home. Gino's 140.
Welcome back from Jerseyville High School, here from the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. I do apologize. I said Barnet Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. Christian Johnson alongside Garrett Quigley as the Oilers are going to punt away here on 4th and 11. And it's going to roll right to the Jerseyville returner. He'll cross midfield. Along the left side, still on his feet, breaks the tackle, but he is forced out of bounds there. That was Andrew Johnson, the captain for the Panthers with that return there.
Another strong return by Andrew Johnson. Once again, there is a flag on the play. So right now you got offense, defense, special teams. It's just like, Jerseyville's controlling all phases of the game right now. Like I said, lead 35-0. Oilers have about 20 yards total offense, haven't crossed midfield yet. Just having struggles that, to even try to move the ball right now.
Personal foul, illegal blindside draw. 15
Oh.
yards with spot a foul, first down.
So a 15-yard penalty now for Jerseyville after an illegal blindside block by the Oilers. So they'll be brought back 15 yards. And the ball is going to be spotted right on the Oiler 45-yard line. So they're still in East Wood River territory, but now pushed back about 15 yards.
Yeah, Christian, with 3 minutes left in the first half, they're trailing. The Oilers trailing 35-0. This may be the last series you see Keenan, because I really can't expect to see him play the second half here tonight.
And don't forget, after the game, we'll name our Munganast Dalton Toyota player of the game for the East Wood River Oilers. So the Panthers with the football once again. They lead 35-0 over East Wood River. 1st and 10. Hands it off. Goes right up the middle. Looks like that's Trevor Tucker. Still on his feet. Brought down as he crosses the 30 for a first down.
I hit something.
So it looks like that was Trevor Tucker on the carry there.
Yeah, Trevor Tucker gained about 15. He was stopped after 6 yards, but he looked like he carried 3 defenders on his shoulder for like 9 more yards to get the first down. Very strong run by senior Trevor Tucker.
So it'll be 1st and 10 right on the Oiler 33-yard line. Now 3 minutes left to play here this opening half. He sends Johnson in motion here. He'll hand it off. He goes right up the middle. Looks like the ball was loose there. And it looks like the Oilers have recovered it. So East Wood River recovers the fumble from the Panthers. They will have the football once again with 2:47 left to play here in this first half.
Yeah, nice hit there by Trenton Homer as the Oilers recovered the fumble. A little bit of, maybe they can get a little momentum here. It's actually the second fumble they've recovered tonight. But once again, as they have been all night, starting deep down the 20-yard line with 80 yards to go to pay dirt.
If you remember, after the first fumble recovery, I think it was a play or two afterwards, they fumbled it themselves.
Yeah, it was the very next play. They fumbled on the next one. So let's see if they can make something happen here on that turnover.
So 2:47 left to play here in this first half. 1st and 10 right on their own 18-yard line is the East Wood River Oilers. Takes a snap, hands it right off. That's Travis Brown on the carry.
Yeah, once again, Emerson Root still in at quarterback. Handoff to Brown. Gain of 2 yards, bring up a 2nd down and 8. At least this time, the last 3 drives, the Oilers were started deep in the territory, and it was 2nd and 15 each time. So let's see if they can make something happen here and get their first down of the game.
So the Oilers have really been utilizing this run-heavy offense. They have been utilizing Travis Brown's run game. So 2:09 left to play. And it looks like a fumble. Looks like I had a little bit of trouble on the snap there. The Panthers might have just recovered it. So it's going to be Peyton Grindstaff who got the recovery for the Panthers. And
so
they
just
will
as
have
last
possession.
time, Christian, the Oilers had a little bit of momentum on the fumble. 2 plays later, they turn it back over. Now they turn it back over to them again. I'm not sure what happened there. Right now you're seeing a lot of inexperience on the Oilers team.
It might have been off the snap. Might have been where that fumble occurred. So now it's going to be 1st and 10 right on the 19-yard line inside the Wood River red zone. 2:03 left to play here in this opening half. Takes a snap under center. Little play fake. Looks to throw. He's going to air one out to the end zone. Picked off by Wood River as he heads out of the end zone inside the 10. That was Brown who got the interception. No, sorry, that was Emerson Root. number 8, it looks like.
Yeah, so quarterback Emerson Rudd playing a little safety back there. Ball a little bit underthrown by Koenig. So actually, Oilers have committed 3 turnovers today. Let's see if they can get something to happen. But once again, they're starting at their 8-yard line.
So great interception there by Emerson Rudd inside the end zone. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in this first half. 35-0 Jerseyville. I think the Oilers can at least get on the board here to end this first half. Emerson Rudd, who just got the interception, will pitch it. Did he lose it? Looks like an Oiler jumped right on top of it. So it's going to be an incomplete pass. It looks like that was number 62, Colton Kramer, who got on top of it and recovered the fumble.
Yeah, Emerson Rudd looking for a little pitch to Duncan there. Things didn't work out well. Good play by the offensive line in there, sophomore Colton Kramer.
So a minute 47 left to play in this first half. It's 35-0.
So Christian, right now, the Oilers are just looking for anything positive to end this first half. Already trailing 35-0, having a lot of trouble moving the ball. Let's see what they can do here on this drive.
So it's 2nd down and 10, right on their own 8-yard line. So he moves into the left side, right on the 9-yard line, it looks like. So no gain on the play there. It's going to be 3rd down and 9, it looks like.
Once again, as it has been all night, the Oilers are once again 3rd and long. See if they can make something happen here and try to get a first down here before the end of the first half.
A minute 17 and ticking here from Jerseyville High School. Oilers need something big here. And Rudd gets a couple players to jump on the Jerseyville defense. So Rudd with the hard count there. He makes the Panthers jump off sides. Just under a minute to play, and they'll get a free 5 yards.
Yeah, here in the first half, the Oilers have committed 3 turnovers, have had a couple personal fouls, jumped off sides several times. So when you're a struggling team, those are things that you need to clean up and get it cleaned up fast before this game really gets out of hand.
He's going to throw right over the middle. That was number 5, Trenton Homer, on the catch there.
It looks like Ruth to Homer for a game of about 15, enough for first down of the Oilers for tonight.
So another first down. So you said that was the first down for the Oilers?
Yeah. Nice little play there by sophomore Trenton Homer.
21 seconds left to play. Play clock at 19. Drops back. Looks to throw. He's going to air one out right over the middle. Off his hands there and incomplete. Double coverage there.
Yeah, Rutt once again intended for Trenton Homer. After Homer had 3 catches last week, so it looks like he's his main number 1 receiver. Tried to connect there. It's just good to see the Oilers trying to go deep and make something happen here.
Of course, the Oilers will get possession of the football to start the second half as the Panthers, I believe they won the coin toss, but not sure what happened, but they did receive first to start this game. So the Oilers.
Yeah, so when you're down 35-0 at the end of the first half, it's hard to take anything positive. But the Oilers' defense has committed 3 turnovers and also has an interception.
But at least here the Oilers will have a chance for a little bit of a reset here with first possession of the football to start this second half. So clock ticking at 5 seconds. Looks like that's going to do it for this first half. 35-0. Jerseyville with the lead over the Panthers. As both teams will head to their locker rooms, we'll have the halftime performance from the Jerseyville Panthers marching band. So 35-0 Jerseyville. You're watching the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network. As we head to halftime, we'll be right back.
Once it goes fast.
If we look down to the north goalpost, Brendan Schroeder will attempt a 20-yard field goal, which will make him a professional Shane Shirley has found his spot as holder. Low line drive means the clock rolls over to the next home game. Now we welcome the 2026 Jersey Community High School Marching Panthers back to the second half, or the halftime show. Band under the direction of Aaron Biddles, color guard Stacy Beecham, drum major Sammy Mealis, David Mag, color guard captain Brian Westfall, Rory Spidell. This year's halftime shows the music of Michael Jackson. For the night songs will include Beat It, Bad, I'll Be There, I Want You Back, and the ABC. Soloists tonight will be Isley Heilman on the trombone and Anna Beecham on the trumpet. We hope you enjoy this year's halftime show. Aging hands of the Marching Panthers. And our soloists, Riley Heilman, going to hand each.
I got heating, I got cooling, I got parents who could ask for anything more.
For over 125 years, Barrett Heating and Cooling has been the trusted choice for families in the Riverbend area. Our commitment to quality products and guaranteed service is unmatched. We take our job seriously because we value the trust you place in us. Join our family of satisfied customers today. Call 618-465-3731 or visit barrettheating.com.
Since 1942, the Riverbend community has loved the delicious food served at Gino's 140 in Bethalto. Now, you can enjoy the same great flavors from the comfort of your own home. Gino's is known for their mouth-watering steaks, famous stromboli, and fried chicken. Plus, with a flat fee of just $5 and up to 7.5 miles with a minimum order of $25, you can enjoy your favorite dishes without breaking the bank. Don't wait any longer. Order now and enjoy a hassle-free meal at home. Gino's 140.
Welcome back here from Jerseyville, about 42 seconds away from starting this second half as Jerseyville will take the field to warm up. Wood River will join shortly. Jerseyville has a 35-0 lead over the Oilers after one half. So don't forget, at the end of the game, we will have our Munganess Alton Toyota player of the game on the East Alton Wood River side. And after one half, Gary, what do you think? Who do you think is a top contender?
Right now, I mean, the Oilers, they've had trouble on the offense. They've had a little trouble on defense making stops. But overall, the junior quarterback, Emerson Root, he's tried to carry this team. He's trying to get the ball moving. He's made a couple of pass completions, but he has had an interception on defense. So, right now, I say he's a front runner for the Oilers for the player of the game. But we got a long second half to go. And the hope, you never know in the second half, the Oilers may play a lot more underclassmen, and we'll see how long that Jerseyville keeps their starters in here in the second half, leading 35-0.
So we will see what happens here as 3 more minutes have been added to the board here. So you're watching the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network. We'll be back here in a little bit with the second half here from Jerseyville.
Hey, Jim from Drake Tire and Auto here. Did you hear a screeching or grinding noise coming from your wheels? Maybe something like this. Most likely you've got low or worn-out brake pads. Bring it down. We'll take a listen. We're keeping cars healthy since 1935 on Broadway in Alton, where quality starts.
When you make the right decision, it feels good, like picking the perfect piece for your new apartment or choosing a full night's sleep over the all-night binge of the latest crime show. It feels great to make that right decision about insurance, too. My team and I at Tom Lane State Farm have almost 50 years combined experience, and we know how to explain your coverages so you'll know what to expect if the unexpected ever happens. Call us today and help us show you why having State Farm means more than just having insurance.
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Yeah, it ain't that big of a deal.
Wealth management is so much more than just managing the wealth you already have. Hi, I'm Brian Gorman, Vice President and Trust Officer with United Wealth, located at Liberty Bank, and I would like to invite you to learn more about United Wealth and how I can help you manage your investment portfolio to grow and protect all that you've worked so hard to build. At United Wealth, we offer a full line of trust services, including portfolio management, agency, custodial, executor services, and more. Call me, Brian Gorman, at 618-463-8355 to learn how I can help you put your plans in motion today.
DJ Mikey.
This is where I am today. Let me show you where I started.
Back here from Donald W. Snyder Community Sports Complex here in Jerseyville, Illinois at the Jerseyville Middle School, if you want to get technical about it. So the Panthers have a 35-0 lead over the East Alton Wood River Oilers as both teams will prepare to start this second half. Wood River is going to get possession of the football first as Jerseyville took possession in the first half. So you mentioned before, we might be seeing some more younger guys, at least on the Jerseyville side, playing on the field.
Well, I'm pretty sure because, as we talked about, the key returners for the Jerseyville team this year was a quarterback, Andrew Koenig, and also a two-way starter, Trevor Tucker. Both those guys have been They've shown their athleticism here in the first half. That's why the Oilers are trailing 35-0. So we'll see how fast before the Panthers pull their starters here, and hopefully, if they pull their starters, I'm sure the Oilers will keep their starters in, and maybe even with the second string for the Panthers, we'll see what the Oilers get. The Oilers can get something going here in the second half as they trail 35-0.
So Becker will kick off for Jerseyville. They'll kick off to East Alton Wood River. That's number 4 and number 30 back to return. Malik Turner and Jacoby Jordan for the Oilers. He's a sophomore for East Alton Wood River. So as he mentioned before, these younger guys getting a chance to play here.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Coach Geary here in halftime, the halftime speech I would have gave and say, hey kids, we've been through this many a times. Basically, you got to go out there, keep your head hung high, go out there and continue to play hard. You got to play hard every game and continue to hustle and just give it 100% and take your chances here in the second half.
So the kick is up. We are underway with the second half. It's going to be Jacoby to return it. Almost lost his footing there. And he finally taken down near the 20-yard line, so a nice return there. Looks like just inside the 20-yard line and at the 19. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Oilers right on their own 19-yard line.
Yeah, sophomore Jacoby Jordan there for the short return. And once again, the Oilers starting deep in their territory. Be a first and 10 here. Oilers starting from their 18-yard line.
So it looks like it's on their 18.
So Emerson Root still at quarterback. Oilers had 1 first down in the first half. Got to build some momentum here. And as I've been saying all game, it starts with the offensive line. The offensive line, you have to control it down here in the trenches. And with us being a full run team, you got to control the offensive line.
So we'll hand it right off to Malik Turner on the right side. Didn't get much there. Might have gotten a yard. Looks like no gain on the play. It'll be second down and 10.
Yeah, looks like freshman Malik Turner getting some playing time here for the varsity Oilers. No gain on the play, and once again, it's going to be second and long for the Oilers. It seems like they've been there all night long. The first half, it seemed like the Oilers behind the chains the whole entire first half.
And Malik Turner, you mentioned, he definitely had some touches in the first half, so he's been pretty big on the Oilers' offense so far, despite only being a freshman. Here's the snap. He drops back, looks to throw. Quick zip right over the middle. A little bit of contact there. Did he get the first down? Looks like he did.
Yeah, nice route there by sophomore Trenton Homer. Nice pass by Emerson Root. Nice play there by the Oilers as a gain of 12. First down, Oilers.
So now their second first down of this game. Their first of this second half.
So you got the junior quarterback in Emerson Root. You got your sophomore wide receiver in Trenton Homer. So hopefully it's something we can start building on the night and can carry us into the future for these two as they'll be together for the next 2 years.
So 1st and 10 for the Oilers, right on their own 32-yard line. Root has Turner to his left, and he got a Panther to jump off sides off the hard count. That's the second time that's happened tonight for the Panthers.
So that's a good sign for the Oilers as they've been starting, 1st and 2nd and 15. Looks like they're going to start this here. They're going to be 1st and 5. Once again, they got the freshman Malik Turner in the backfield, but looks like here in the second half, it looks like we'll see if we can get Emerson Root and Trenton Homer on the same page here.
So it's going to be 1st and 5, but they got a free 5 yards off the offsides call. Drops back, looks to throw a quick screen pass out to the left side. He breaks a tackle. That's Trenton Homer, the sophomore, with the reception there and a quick and a short gain there, just enough for a first down.
Yeah, that was a good play on Trenton Homer. He ran a nice route there. Looks like to be about a gain of 7 on the play. Too quick. Oilers had 1 first down the first half. They got 2 here on this drive. Looks like the Oilers got a little something going here to start the third quarter.
So 1st and 10 right on their own 37-yard line as they march down the field here. See if they can get into Panther territory here, get some going. He'll hand off right to Malik Turner. Out the right side, he found the gap there. Tripped up, and about a gain of 5.
Nice run by the freshman, number 30, Malik Turner. ran it off the right tackle. Good job there by the Oilers offensive line. 5-yard gain. Be 2nd down and 5 here for the Oilers as they continue to march on.
So about 3 minutes into this third quarter, it's now 2nd and 5 for the Oilers on their own 47.
Oilers trying to gain a little momentum here on their first drive of the second half. Oilers didn't cross midfield here in the first half. Right now we're 3 yards short of that.
So Emerson Rutt in the shotgun once again. Hands it off right to Turner. Almost got tackled there. And it looks like he lost 2 yards. So it's going to be 3rd down for the Oilers. Looks like no gain.
Malik Turner, yeah, he was hit in the backfield by Tucker. And Tucker, he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage to bring down 3rd down and 5 here. So Oilers, they're going to be going for it in the 4th down. So they got 2 plays to get this. So let's see what kind of play Coach Gary Herron draws up here on 3rd down and 5.
They're right now at their own 47-yard line. Looking across midfield here for the first time in this game.
Looks like right now they're continuing with junior quarterback Emerson Root, and it looks like they're going to ride with freshman Malik Turner in the backfield.
So the Oilers will call their first timeout here the second half. They used up 2 in the first. 35-0 Jerseyville with 7:55 left to play. Here this third quarter, you're watching the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Everybody knows Smart Choice Auto Sales for their great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles. But did you know that Smart Choice now offers auto service? That's right. The same ASE certified technician that ensures our vehicles are in top shape before the sale is now available to service your vehicle and keep it rolling down the road. We offer general maintenance, brake repairs, engine checks, suspension repairs, and electrical work. So when your vehicle needs service, make the Smart Choice. Smart Choice Auto Sales in Godfrey. Call for an appointment at 618-466-5900 or online at smartchoiceautos.net.
So when we do the Million Ass Player of the Game, we got to say why the player is the player of the game. So that means we got to rattle off the stats.
Okay, yeah. We got like 3 receptions for like 30 yards or so. Made a couple tackles on defense.
Back here from Jerseyville. 7:55 left to play here in this third quarter. Jerseyville leads by 35 over the Oilers. So Wood River with possession of the football still after they call the timeouts. 3rd and 5. He'll hand it off as he runs to the left side. That's number 9, Rashad Duncan, who got pushed back by the Panther defense. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, after a timeout, looks like Coach Gary Herron ran the counter to Rashad Duncan. Met immediately as he was hit. Right there for a gain of 0. Looks to be 4th down and about 5 to go for the Oilers.
So Emerson Rutt is at the sideline talking with the head coach, so he might be getting a play call for the Oilers to go for it on 4th down as he enters the field. Looks like they're going to go for it here on 4th and 6. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, on 4th down and about 6 to here. Look for Root to be looking for Trenton Homer here to get the 1st down.
He's got Turner now to his right. Malik Turner in the backfield. Play clock at 10. So they reset the play clock back to 25. It's a low snap. Looks to throw right over the middle towards the left side. It's incomplete. It was broken up by number 2, Andrew Johnson, who was in coverage.
So on 4th down, Emerson Rudd incomplete, intended for tight end A.J. McLean. So, 2 first downs on, a few positive things there. Homer and Trenton Homer and Emerson Rudd, hooked up a couple times there. But the Oilers turn it over on downs, and Jerseyville will take over 1st and 10 inside Oiler territory.
So it's going to be 1st down for the Panthers on the Oiler 46-yard line. Looking to add another touchdown to the board here and extend their lead. Takes a snap, rolls out to the right. He's going to tuck it himself and keep it as he crosses the line of scrimmage, barrels his way across the 40. That's Andrew Koenig still.
So first drive here, leading 35-0 on the first possession here. Looks like Jerseyville continues to ride here with senior quarterback Andrew Koenig.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 3 as he got 7 on that play there.
It's like Oiler player Wyatt Schneider limps to the sideline, being replaced by looks like sophomore Colton Morton.
Wonder what happened on that play to him.
It's like he just had an ankle or something. So once again, you bring another sophomore in to replace a sophomore, as like we've talked about. Oilers have a very young team this year.
And both these teams are playing on turf here, so injuries are bound to happen. So WOP heels up. It's going to be a handoff, a fumble off the exchange. It looks like the Oilers are on top of it, and they have possession. So the Oilers take over. They recover the fumble from Jerseyville.
So that's a 3rd lost fumble by Jerseyville tonight, and that was recovered by Trenton Homer. He might be a front runner for our player of the game. He has a couple receptions, has a fumble recovery, looking good here in about 3 or 4 tackles on the night. It was terrible in Woodruff last week. We had them all over.
So it looks like we have a friend here on the broadcast on my binoculars. I don't know what bug this is.
It's a cicada.
Giant
That's
cicada. A cicada about the size of my thumb. So it's 1st and 10 right on their own 42-yard line. They shift the formation here. Drops back to throw. It's going to air one out. It's picked off, but a flag is thrown. That was number 12 for Jerseyville, Huck Wagierski, who picked off Emerson Ruh. But now we have a flag thrown, and we'll see what the penalty was.
Well, the pass was intercepted. It was intended for sophomore Trenton Homer. It looked like the defense that actually had a hold of Homer brought him down. Pass interference against the Panthers.
So 5:41 left to play here in this 3rd quarter.
And for the first time tonight, the Oilers have actually crossed into Jerseyville territory. It looks like Coach Gary Herron trying to dial up the big play here in the second half. Still going to try to run the ball, but it's good to see him to try to throw downfield to make something happen here.
So a lucky break there for the Oilers. It'll be 1st and 10 right in Jerseyville territory on their own 43-yard line. He'll hand it off. That's number 20 on the right side. That's Austin Woods, looks like.
Austin Woods on the carry around the right side.
A nice run by sophomore Austin Wood. Followed his offensive line and his blockers. Brought down by number 34, Quincy DeShirlia, the 6'4", 190-pound junior for the Panthers.
So it's 2nd down and 6 for the Oilers. Right on the Panther 39-yard line. Looking to get on the board here with 5:10 left to play here in this 3rd quarter and ticking.
So Wood River putting together, nice couple drives here. They went 3 and out every drive in the first half except for one. So a little something going here for the Oilers.
So it's going to be a jet sweep towards the left side. It looks like he crossed the 40. So it looks like that was Rashad Duncan, if I'm correct.
Yeah, senior Rashawn Duncan, the ball carrier is short. Looks to be about a gain of 1 on the play. Brought down by Trevor Tucker. We talked about him in the beginning of the game. He's a defensive player. He's everywhere as a linebacker. Averaged about 12 tackles per game last year.
So 4:25 left to play here in quarter number 3 as the Oilers down 35 looking to get on the board. It's 3rd and 6.
The Oilers down trying to get the ball in the end zone here, trying to get a first down. I'll look for Root to look for sophomore Trenton Homer here to get the first down.
So we'll hand it off. That's number 1. Travis Brown on the right side. Not enough. The first down. Looks like he lost a yard there. Lost 2 yards. No, looks like he lost 1.
Yep, Brown met in the backfield, brought down once again by Trevor Tucker. He's been everywhere on defense. One heck of a player there for Trevor Tucker.
So it's going to be 4th and 7. Let's see what the Oilers do here as Emerson Rook got the play call from the sideline. So they're going to go for it once again here on 4th down.
Let's see what Coach Gary Herron dials up here on 4th down. looking to get a first down to extend the drive here.
It's a low snap. Drops back, airs one out to the left side. It's incomplete. Double coverage there.
Good coverage there. Homer looking for a flag. Looks like their feet got tangled up. Good attempt there for the catch. But once again, the Oilers turned the ball over on downs. Turn it back over to Jersey with 3 minutes left here in the third quarter.
And now Jerseyville in their own territory. It's going to be 1st and 10 right on their own 40-yard line with about 3 minutes left to play here in quarter number 3. The Oilers are back at home for the first time this season. That's going to be next week as they play against Freeburg in a conference matchup. Kickoff at 7 o'clock. Here's the snap. Koenig hands it off. And he's tripped up at midfield. Got the first down there. That's Andrew Johnson, the captain, who has been a big part of this Panther offense throughout this whole game.
Yeah, lead 35-0 here late in the third quarter. Koenig still in at quarterback as he hands it off to Trevor Tucker. Just watch Trevor Tucker run. He gets the ball, gets behind his line, and he's just a darn good running back.
So that's Tucker once again towards the left side. Found that opening there. Just short of a first down. So that was Trevor Tucker on the previous play for this one. I do apologize. So it's 2nd down and 2 for the Panthers.
It looks like the Panthers offense speeding it up here a little bit.
He'll hand it right off. No, it's going to be a fake. Koenig takes it himself towards the left sideline, stiff arms a man, and rolls into the end zone for another Jerseyville touchdown.
Yeah, Honig there at the quarterback option, put it in his gut, pulled it out, faked out Rashawn Duncan. He thought the other player had the ball, takes them for a 38-yard touchdown run.
That was a great fake there by the Panthers. They lead 41-0 over East Alton Wood River. Extra point attempt coming up. Carson Becker has not missed yet in this game. Hopefully I didn't jinx him here. And it's good. Right through the uprights. So it's 42-0. Jerseyville with the lead. You're watching the Road Game of the Week here at the Big Z Sports Network.
Take charge of the years ahead with a smart, sound investment strategy and business succession plan. Busey Bank's business and wealth management experts help you envision your best future with powerful insights and proven strategies. Busey Bank, building business, growing wealth since 1868. Member FDIC.
Welcome back from Jerseyville. It's 42-0 Panthers with 2:23 left to play here in this third quarter. So it looks like it's going to roll. Took a little bit of a weird hop there. But it looks like number 20, Austin Woods, was a returner for the Oilers. So that tackle made by number 42 for the Panthers. That was Colton Mueller on the tackle. And so it was Jacoby Jordan on the return there.
Yeah, sophomore Jacoby Gordon there. He didn't have nowhere to go. Was hit as soon as he got it. And as it has been the whole game, Christian, Oilers starting deep in their own territory. They've had this to be their third possession or third quarter. They've had positive yards here in the second half. Had two completed passes last time. Had 2 first downs. And right now it looks like Emerson Root to sophomore Trenton Homer's beginning to work for them. So let's see if they look for them more here in the third and into the fourth quarter to try to put some points on the board.
Minute 33 left to play in quarter number 3. It's 1st down and 10 for the Oilers. Ezra takes a snap, rolls out to the left side, and it's incomplete off the hand of Trenton Homer, the sophomore.
Yeah, Trenton Homer, he's he's proved himself last week and this week that he is their number one receiver. Root went for him there on the out pass, just overthrew him a little bit, brings up second down and 10 for the Oilers.
So just under a minute left to play here in this first half. Clock ticking at 45 seconds. Sorry, under a minute left to play in this third quarter. We're well into the second half. And unfortunately, we have lost our cicada friend here in the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. So a flag thrown on the tackle. That was Malik Turner on the carry.
Personal foul, face mask, defense number 64. 15-yard penalty, first down.
In the third quarter here, we're going to meet our favorite group of cheerleaders.
So 42-0 Panthers as we end the third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. You're watching the road game of the week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
Here in Roxana, Illinois, we're proud to be home to the Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, a cornerstone of our local economy for over a century. This refinery isn't just about fuel. It's about jobs, progress, and supporting our community. At Phillips 66, they're committed to being more than just a refinery. They're our neighbor, dedicated to fueling growth and supporting our community every step of the way. Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, fueling our future right here at home.
Anytime after in the second half.
Get ready to roll with River City Auto Sales in Cottage Hills, Illinois. We've got amazing late bottle and classic gems all in stock right now. Need financing? We've got you covered with guaranteed approval. And extended warranties are available. Just call 618-259-7852 or swing by 512 West MacArthur Drive in Cottage Hills, Illinois. Check out our inventory online at rivercityautosales.co. Your dream car is waiting. River City Auto Sales. Let's get you driving today.
So welcome back from Jerseyville. About to start the fourth quarter, 42-0. The Panthers have the lead over the Oilers. And a quick handoff, quickly brought down in the backfield. Loses a couple yards there. It'll be second down and long, sorry.
Second down long. Nice play there by Scott Simpson of the Panthers. The Oilers just having a hard time running the ball. They've had a little success throwing the ball with Root and Homer, but they're just going to continue to try to run the ball, try to get something going here. We do have a running clock here in the second half as the Oilers trail 42-0 here in the fourth quarter after being shut out 9 of their last 10 games.
So they are in Wood River territory here on their own 33-yard line. Hands it off, drafts back, looks to throw, scrambles to the right side, has his man. He steps out of bounds. That was Rashad Duncan on the reception there.
Yeah, Emerson Rudd, he's had about 4 or 5 completions today. Completed the senior Rashad Duncan there. So, Ruth, the junior quarterback, looked like it's his job now. So, get something going here. Maybe if the Oilers can go down and just put one in the end zone, get a little momentum, as they're back home next week against Freeburg.
And the Panthers will head up to Centralia next week. A 7 o'clock kickoff for week 3 for the Jerseyville Panthers. Don't forget, at the end of the game, we will have our Munganast Salt and Toyota player or players of the game for the East Alton Wood River Oilers. So he sends Duncan in motion, rolls out to the left side, throws it right to him, but he dropped the pass. It's incomplete. It's been a big gain there for the Oilers, but now it's going to ring up fourth down.
Yeah, Emerson run on the bootleg out to the left, threw a good ball just off the fingertips of sophomore Trenton Homer. Good pass there from Ritt to Homer. Trenton just could not bring it in. Brings up fourth down once again for the Oilers.
So under 10 minutes left to play here in this game. Clock at 9:47. So it's 4th down and 7. Looks like the Oilers are going to go for it here on 4th down. And not able to get much there. He lost a couple yards there. That was a handoff right up the middle.
Yeah, quick
So
counter play there from Root to Tavis Brown. Looks like he's limping to the sideline. Oilers turn it over on downs as Jerseyville takes over. And it looks like we're going to have a change at quarterback for the Panthers, leading here 42-0.
So it's 1st and 10 for the Panthers. We'll see who their quarterback is now. So it looks like it's going to be Graham Van Ostall in at quarterback. He's a junior for the Jerseyville Panthers, and he'll hand it off as he moves in to the left side. Trucks a man. Oh, looks like he trucked his own man there. So that was Chase Dugan on that carry, the junior for the Panthers. He got the 1st down, and it'll be 1st and 10 once again for the Panthers.
Yeah, nice run there by junior Chase Dugan. A lot of these younger kids are going to get some playing time on both sides as looks like Jamarcus Mike, number 21, has entered the game for the Oilers. Looks like Matt Bush, he's a sophomore, number 75. Matt Bush, big kid, 6'2", weighs about 280. First year ever playing football. He's a sophomore, and they're looking for big things from him the next couple years.
So Van Ostall takes the snap. Quick screen pass out to the left side. That's number 13 on the reception there. Still on his feet, but forced out of bounds by the Oilers. That was Bodie Waltz, number 14 for the Panthers. He's a junior wide receiver.
Yeah, short completion there, pushed out of down, brought down, hit first by Jamarcus Mike, and Braden Lively, a senior, also on the tackle.
So they get the 1st down, 1st and 10, right on the Oilers 17-yard line. So they're in the red zone here.
You got the Panthers here at their 2nd string in, trying to punch one in for those guys.
1st and 10. Van Ostall rolls to the right, has his man. That's Waltz. And did he get in? Looks like he did. So Waltz is in for a touchdown, and it's now 48-0 Jerseyville.
Yeah, 2 juniors there. Banner saw the Waltz. A nice connection. Puts up the first touchdown of the second half for the Panthers. They now lead 48-0. 6:55 remaining here in the ball game.
So they'll line up for the extra point attempt once again. Carson Becker will kick. Clock ticking at 6:35. Kick is up, and it's good. So 6:27 left to play here in this game as we have a running clock. You're watching the Road Game of the Week here on the Big Z Sports Network.
When seconds matter, yet top-notch care at the Emergency Department of OSF Healthcare St. Anthony's Health Center. With a dedicated team of professionals, we provide prompt, high-quality care tailored to your needs. From minor injuries to life-threatening situations, your well-being is our top priority. Count on us for swift, efficient treatment, ensuring you receive the highest standard of care when you need it most. The team of OSF St. Anthony's Emergency Department is ready to care for you.
Back here from Jerseyville, 5:23 left to play here in this game. The Panthers secured another touchdown. That was Bodie Waltz who got the touchdown. And now lead 49-0 over the Oilers. So the kick is up. It's going to land in the hands of the Wood River returner. So he's tripped up there. Looked like that was Malik Turner on the return there. And so he'll return it up to the, looks like the 15-yard line, close to the 15-yard line. No, he's at the 20. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Christian trailing here 49-0. You know, this game's been out of hand since early the first quarter. The outcome, you know, with me being an alumni of the Oilers, I've seen the ups and downs of this program over the years. And I was there back in the days of Travis Williams, one of the better football players to come out of Wood River. Aaron Ragusa, one of the best quarterbacks they've had, to the years of when they was 9-0 back the days that Heron was there to coach. And you just got to play for pride now. You know, you got the Oilers on your helmet. Go out there and play for the maroon and gold. Just play hard and continue. I know it's tough to play under these conditions.
So we'll hand it right off. Looks like not much. He lost a yard. So 3:57 left to play. 3:55, sorry, left to play here in this fourth quarter. Jerseyville with a 49-0 lead.
Yeah, so it looks like Jerseyville is going to leave here 1-1. They travel to Centralia next week. Oilers are going to leave here 0-2. They're back home Friday night at Memorial Stadium against Freeburg. You know, looking for that first win of the year and to break a 17-game losing streak.
So it's going to be second out and 13 for the Oilers. Quick zip right over the middle. That's number 5, Trenton Homer on the catch there.
Now, if you look at the positive for the Oilers tonight, they've had 4 turnovers, they've had 3 fumble recovers, they've had an interception, and Emerson Root to Trenton Homer has been pretty much most of the offense for the Oilers tonight.
So now at 3 minutes left to play here in this game. It's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Oilers. As we mentioned before, they are back at home against Freeburg next week. Kickoff at 7 o'clock from East Dalton Wood River. So a handoff right up the middle once again. It looks like no gain on the play there.
Woods on the carry, tackled by.
Looks like he got about a yard or 2. So that'll bring up 4th down. So now let's name our Munganast Alton player of the game for the East Dalton Wood River Oilers.
I think it's been a good game. Most of the game, I mean, they've had not a lot of positive plays, but on the positive note, we're going to have to go with the player of the game is going to be sophomore wideout Trenton Homer. He's had 4 or 5 catches today. He's had a fumble recovery. He's also had an interception. So congratulations to sophomore Trenton Homer, as he will be our player of the game tonight.
It's going to air this one. High arching pass, incomplete. Just under 2 minutes left to play here in this game. So Jerseyville will take over once again. A turnover on downs for the Oilers.
One thing, Christian, I watched the Oilers a lot last year as they went through probably one of the roughest seasons they've had in recent history, as they were shut out the first 8 games of the year, and they ended up scoring 22 points on week 9. But they scored 22 points all year. They've been shut out both games this year. But what I have noticed is, last year they was giving up 60 points a game. They're not giving up that many, but the kids are continuing to play hard. They're not holding their heads down. Eventually with the young underclassmen, hopefully these guys can put it together, have a good week of practice, and come back and hopefully, play a good game at home against Freeburg next week.
And as Heron said, a good start is important. Even if it isn't a win, just having the ability to compete will be good. And so the Oilers are going to go 0-2, but there's still plenty of time left in this season.
Oh, yeah. They got a lot of time. The thing with the Oilers, Wood River, the position we're in there at Wood River High School is we've switched conferences. You got a Cahokia conference. You got 3 certain divisions. Well, in football, the Oilers are stuck still playing the Breeze Centrals, the Jerseyvilles. But in the other sports, hopefully it'll be a little smoother sailing in the other sports, as we're going to be playing, a lot better competition. So, kudos to Jerseyville tonight. First time we played them since 1996. Look good tonight. 1-1 on the year. Good luck to them moving forward, and hopefully have a good week of practice and go out there and have a good game against Centralia next week.
So now the final 54 seconds here in this ball game. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Panthers. So it looks like that might be a new quarterback on the play for the Panthers, as he's going to knee it. He's going to kneel there.
And Christian, as I like to say, they're lined up for the best play in football, the victory formation.
Mm-hmm. So it looks like that's number 16. Daniel Bruns, also listed as a quarterback. He's a sophomore for the Jerseyville Panthers. And so one more kneel will secure the victory.
So the Oilers will fall to 0-2 here. You know, they gave up 35. They got 14 points in the second half. You know, played better in the second half. Just a lot of early mistakes. Couldn't get the ball moving. Had a couple good sustained drives in the second half. Had a couple first downs. You know, Emerson Ruth, Trenton Homer looks to be a connection that I think we can watch the rest of the year, and hopefully Wood River can build on those two players moving forward.
So the Panthers pick up their first win of the season. The Oilers fall to 0-2 as they head back home against Freeburg next week. The Panthers will head up to Centralia for their first road game of the season. So 49-0 your final score here from the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth. I'm Christian Johnson. That's Gary
Quigley.
Yep. Thank you so much for listening here on this Friday Night Lights. I'm Christian Johnson saying good night from Jerseyville.
It's Fields inside the 5. Fields on his feet. To the goal line. He's in for the touchdown. Devon Fields, a 16-yard touchdown reception. He did some hard work the last few yards, and the Explorers are in the end zone once again.
Harvey wants to throw, looking deep down the middle of the field for Turbyfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Logan Turbyfield from 34 yards out.
Sladen over the left side, up the sideline, and that's going to be a touchdown.
Celebrating 40-plus years of local sports broadcasting, Big Z Sports presents Riverbend High School Football. Play-by-play coverage of tonight's game featuring the East Alton Wood River Oilers and the Jerseyville Panthers is sponsored in part by First Mid-America Credit Union, Tom Lane State Farm Insurance, Alton Memorial Hospital, Landmark Realty in Godfrey, King Air Conditioning and Heating, Drake Tire and Auto, St. Peter's True Value Hardware and Rental, River City Auto Sales, Liberty Bank, Roberts Motors, Midwest Members Credit Union, Shelter Insurance Agent Mark Birmingham, Carver's Barbecue, Gino's 140 in Bethalto, Dream Nissan, OSF St. Anthony's, Barrett Heating and Cooling, your local McDonald's restaurants, Smart Choice Auto Sales in Godfrey, Altonized Community Federal Credit Union, Lewis and Clark Community College, American Family Insurance Agent Jessica Erdley, Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, Munganast Alton Toyota, Busey Bank, and by the Simmons Hanley Conroy Law Firm. Now let's go to the Barrett Heating and Cooling broadcast booth for Riverbend High School Football. Play-by-play coverage of tonight's game featuring the East Alton Wood River Oilers and the Jerseyville Panthers has been sponsored in part by First Mid-America Credit Union, Tom Lane State Farm Insurance, Alton Memorial Hospital, Landmark Realty in Godfrey, King Air Conditioning and Heating, Drake Tire and Auto, St. Peter's True Value Hardware and Rental, River City Auto Sales, Liberty Bank, Roberts Motors, Midwest Members Credit Union, Shelter Insurance Agent Mark Birmingham, Carver's Barbecue, Gino's 140 in Bethalto, Dream Nissan, OSF St. Anthony's, Barrett Heating and Cooling, your local McDonald's restaurants, Smart Choice Auto Sales in Godfrey, Altonized Community Federal Credit Union, Lewis and Clark Community College, American Family Insurance Agent Jessica Erdley, Phillips 66 Wood River Refinery, Munganast Alton Toyota, Busey Bank, and by the Simmons Hanley Conroy Law Firm. This has been a presentation of Big Z Radio Sports.